Hello YouTube, it's PSG Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lots. So in today's video we'll be looking at my top 3 games I've been playing during lockdown. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, before we get into the video, let me know what games you've been playing during lockdown and also on what console. Be really interested to find out and read your comments below. So that being said, let's jump into my top 3 games I've been playing during lockdown. Now obviously lockdown has affected the whole world, and one way to combat that for me personally, as being a gamer, I like to just get myself lost in different worlds and environments and just get totally lost and forget about what's going on and just sort of chill, relax and play games. And now one of these games, the first one on this list, was the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Campaign. This was just the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Campaign only. It has recently been released. It was one that I thoroughly enjoyed playing back in the day on PS3, and also for it to come back beautifully remastered was just a joy to play. Now there was a couple missions that I thought, oh, I didn't remember them being there. I totally forgot about certain missions and thought it was good to go back and enjoy those missions all over again. But in saying that though, there's just something about Call of Duty campaigns and Captain Price that make them, especially the Modern Warfare series, just incredible to play and experience. It doesn't get boring every time you play. I don't know, there's just something about the Call of Duty campaign, Captain Price leading the charge and the sort of stealth missions, and just having Captain Price and the camaraderie of all the other characters on screen that just make the campaigns so enjoyable and replayable. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Campaign was incredible. The Veteran Campaign was difficult, especially the favela mission. I just had to do that very slowly, taking it one guy at a time, making sure I just crept ever closer to the end of the mission, and eventually after a few tries I got there after realising where I thought the enemies were shooting me from. But that being said, Modern Warfare 2 Campaign was my first game that I've been playing during lockdown. I got the platinum after many attempts of trying to get the BNOX time on the pit level. That was absolutely extremely difficult. It took me 4 days straight of non-stop trying out different weapons and just general determination, and eventually got that trophy and the platinum to boot. So secondly then, the second game on this list is Last of Us Remastered. Now I personally didn't play The Last of Us back on the PS3. I waited some time for it to release on the PS4, and The Last of Us Remastered, I think it came out 2014 on the PS4. But yeah, The Last of Us Remastered, the storytelling, the narrative of that game, it makes it stand out head and shoulders above the rest of all the other single player narrative experiences, in my opinion. Character building and the world also add into sort of the tense atmospheric gameplay, but it's one of my favourite games of all time, and I just like seeing the characters build into what they did eventually become, and the ending was left on the cliffhanger, and I've really enjoyed playing that game. Now the overall platinum was quite time consuming, very difficult, especially if you're playing the multiplayer. So I originally played the main story first of all. It took me a good couple of years to play the main story, and then I did the multiplayer trophies, got them out the way. I found the multiplayer trophies very grindy, but once I got and understood what was going on with multiplayer, and they just sort of came naturally as you progress through the game. Basically got to survive 12 weeks, 7 days as a Firefly and Hunter. Yeah, you'll know if you've played it. And I've also did a recent review of the multiplayer factions mode a couple of weeks ago, because I genuinely was interested if there were still people playing The Last of Us factions in 2020, as most games, most multiplayer parts or segments of games a few years after release have nobody playing the game, and the multiplayer servers are totally dead. So it was a really good and fun surprise to see there was a really ambient community still playing The Last of Us factions mode, and I hope to see multiplayer mode for The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us was my second game on this list, and finally the third game that I've been playing during lockdown, and that is God of War. Now this is similar to The Last of Us, that I played the main story and then I waited a couple of years to then, I've currently been going back and trying to get all the collectibles, that's the sort of second stage of the platinum, the main story for me, and then going back through all the main missions, getting the collectibles, and then I think I'll go to, what's the world called? The one where you've got, is it Niflheim, where you've got to collect all the echoes and go around that mist echoes to get all the best armour and upgrades from a character before going to Niflheim and doing the trials. Obviously there's a Valkyrie I think in Niflheim, and there's also a Valkyrie in the actual mist level. So once I take out them two being fully levelled, I'll go back through, get all the Valkyries, and then end the platinum hopefully by defeating the Queen Valkyrie. As I said, I've not actually done that, and at the moment I still actually don't know if I'm going to be able to beat all the Valkyries or even the Queen Valkyrie, so that's going to be very challenging I think. But yeah, they are my 3 games I've been playing during lockdown. So they were Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Campaign, The Last of Us Remastered and God of War. As always, let me know what games you've been playing during lockdown and on what console. I have Have you been playing the games I've been playing, or let me know what games you've been playing if different. But anyway guys, that has been the end of today's video. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been PH Gaming Scotland, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed guys, bye bye.